Stop spreading hate and causing division, talking about racism all the time. That's all you're doing, is spreading hate and causing division. If you stop talking about it, it'll stop happening. Have you ever heard these ignorant statements made when you talk about anti-Black racism, white supremacy culture, or systemic racism? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to my new series called 7 Dangerous Mistakes Many White People Make During Conversations About Racism. Now, if you're anything like me, if you've ever spoken publicly about racial injustice or racial discrimination, white supremacy culture, or anti-Black racism, you've probably heard those responses. You've probably been told that you're spreading hate and causing division, and that if you stop talking about it, it will stop happening. But we're going to fix that lie today because it's ignorant, it's harmful, and it's dangerous. So first and foremost, if you know that you need help, you need support, you need guidance, you need education on how to engage in conversations about politics or race or racism with more confidence, with more compassion, and also without causing unintentional harm, I want you to go to that link in my profile and join my 5-day anti-racist conversations confidence challenge today, okay? You need training on how to have these conversations effectively so that you are being helpful and not hurtful, so that you're engaging in these conversations in a way that's healthy and not harmful. You've never learned how to do it correctly. You've never been taught how to have these conversations effectively. All you're doing is letting your emotions drive you, and that is not going to be effective. It's not going to bring healing. It's not going to bring the progress and the change that we need. So go to that link in my profile, sign up for my 5-day challenge today, and invest in your anti-racism education so that you can know better and do better. Now, back to dangerous mistake number 2 that many white people are making during conversations about racism. If you're saying things like you're just spreading hate and causing division by talking about racism, if you stop talking about it, it will stop happening. If you're saying ignorant statements like that, we need to talk, and I'm going to tell you why it's so problematic. Number 1, do you know what spreads hate and causes division? Remaining silent about anti-Black racism, racial injustice, and racial discrimination. Remaining silent spreads hate and causes division. Why? Because you see these problems happening and you're not doing anything about it. If you're not doing anything about it, then that means you're supporting it. If you're supporting it, then you are spreading hate and causing division. That's a problem. Number 2, if you're trying to silence people who are speaking up about these issues so that they can bring more awareness to it, so that they can help people to understand how they can become an active part of the solution and not just be a passive part of the problem, if you're trying to silence those voices, that's you, once again, spreading hate and causing division. Why would you want to silence people who are speaking out about being the target of racism, the target of abuse, the target of systemic oppression? Why would you want to silence those people unless you support it? And number 3, it's not even a good faith argument anyway, because you know what? If your child came home from school and told you that they were being bullied at school, would you tell them, just stop talking about it, okay? And it'll stop happening. You're spreading hate and causing division by speaking out against the person who's bullying you. Like, just stop. You would not. If you went to the doctor and you told your doctor, I have this chronic pain, I have this chronic issue, I need help, I need treatment, and your doctor said, just stop talking about it and it'll stop happening, would you go back to that doctor? Or would you file a lawsuit against them for malpractice, for negligence, right? If your friend is in an abusive relationship and they come to you for guidance and they're talking about their abusive partner, would you tell them, well, just stop talking about it and it'll stop happening? You're just spreading hate and causing division by speaking out against your abuser. It doesn't make any sense. It's ignorant. It lacks compassion. It lacks empathy. You have to do better than this. You have to do better. You stop spreading hate and causing division by trying to silence the voices, the bold and courageous voices of those who are speaking out against racial injustice and racial discrimination. Because guess what? You should be too. Because your silence allows the hate to spread and allows division to continue to be caused, because the people who want racism to continue, the people who want to continue in white supremacy culture, they're not silent about it. They are loud, they are active, and they are causing harm every single day. So why would you want to be silent about that? Why wouldn't you want to talk about that? For the 1 millionth time, y'all, talking about the problem is not the problem. The problem is the problem, okay? So we need to talk about it in order to bring solutions, in order to bring about change. You can't just silence people and say that they're spreading hate and causing division by speaking out against racial injustice. It's ignorant. Stop doing that. Anti-racism is not a diet. It's a lifestyle.